Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode. So today we are continuing in the bathroom, and let me kind of show you what's going on. Alrighty, so here is the shower pan. It's the next day. I did the water test. Everything is perfect. Nothing happened. This is a different color. It's pretty much dry, but here's what happens when this gets wet. I even looked at the manufacturer and looked it up online and everything. And they said that yes, it will change color when it gets wet, and then when it goes back dry, 100% dry, it will turn back to the olive green. So that is really good to know. So this is what the shower pan's looking like. I got the mudding and taping up here all done and completed. I just got to do the last little bit of sanding up here, and then the bathroom is ready for paint. All this is smooth, it's perfect, it's dry. Over here, smooth, perfect, and dry. So, yep, is what we're going to be doing. Next is just getting the paint done. I'm probably going to paint just about everything except for up here in the shower itself, because I got to get up there and just do the final sanding on it. But, like I said, it's pretty much ready to go. Just needs a quick final sanding, and then we'll be good to go. So, I'm going to go ahead and get to painting, and I'll come back when the painting is finished. Hey everybody, so I thought I'd do an update with the bathroom here. My wonderful wife ended up painting while I was at work. So she got the first coat of paint on, and this is kind of what it's looking like. Sorry I didn't record it, because she does not like to be on camera, which is fine. You can see a little bit of bleed through in spots, but that's what everything's looking like. I'm going down the walls, just checking everything out. So there's those few spots that I gotta, this is just the first coat, so I'll probably do some mud in some spots. That'll actually probably be hidden right there. But there are a couple little spots that I gotta touch up over here where I try to squeeze a vanity in here, but it was just a little bit too big. So it's gonna be a tight fit. But that's what it's looking like in here. And then over here in the shower nook. And then back over here. So, if you can't tell, it's actually like a light gray color in here, which is gonna match like the floor and everything. So it's gonna look really good when we're done. But this is kind of what it's looking like here. So just thought I'd give you guys all an update. Well, everybody, so I royally screwed up, and let me show you what I screwed up on. So this floor here is cement, and I was gonna build it up. Or I wasn't gonna build it up, but it was already built up, and I was like, actually, it's really level. I'll be able to use this. Just lay the tile over it, call it good. However, I didn't realize that this is already an inch off the subfloor. And then when I put the 3/8" tile on with the mortar, it's gonna be like an 1.5" up, and it's gonna be too high to get any decent transitions down. So, is what I gotta do here is I'm gonna have to go around and bust up all the cement that's in here, get it out of here, and then once that's out of here, I'm gonna have to put some backer board down onto the floor, and then I can run the mortar over the backer board and the tile on top of that. So it's kind of gonna set me back a little bit, maybe a couple of days here while I get this busted out and everything. So, but yeah, it's kind of frustrating. But that's just kind of where I'm at, where it is. I should have known. I should have got the tile when I first started this and laid it down, and then I would have realized, oh, this is like super high. But, you know, as part of doing projects, you learn this stuff. But on a plus note, I got the light installed, so look at that. I have light in the bathroom for the most part, so there we go. Let me get my demolition hammer ready to go and get you guys on a tripod, and I'll start getting this all busted out. Alrighty, so it is a couple hours later, and I have all of this cleared out here. Hi, Lou. Say hello to Lucy, guys. This is my dog, Lucy. She's my assistant, my supervisor. Actually, she's a supervisor. But anyway, so I have everything cleared out. I had to take out this little piece of wood here that I built up with. And then there was like a wire mesh that was laid down. I had to take that out. And then here we are. And then all these nails that are in here, I went and took my hammer and got it all nailed down. So the next thing I got to do is I got some 1/4-inch cement board. I need to put that down. And then, yeah, after that's down, then I got to seal the seams on it. And then it will be ready for tile. Okay, here we go. This is what we got going on. I got this backboard all installed. Next thing I got to do here is I got to tape up these seams here, put some grout in the seams, and then after that, just let it set till tomorrow. And then I believe tomorrow night I'm gonna start doing the shower pan. My thought process is I'm gonna get the shower pan and get that cut out and dry fit tomorrow night, and then start getting the tiles for the floor also cut out and dry fit. So that way I can put the tiles in the shower pan, and then I can come back and put the tiles on here after that. And while that's drying, these tiles will go in, and then I can let everything set for 24 hours. And then after that, and the floor is good to go, I'll come back and I'll grout it and let it be, get the grout in there and get it drying. Then grout out here. And then after that's dry, then we could continue with the walls. So there's a million ways you can do this. However, this is the way that I want to do it. I think it would be best use of my time to do that, both the floors at the same time, then come back and do, yeah, the rest of this. So, but anyway, stick around and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so it is the next day and I've been kind of busy. Let me show you kind of what I have been doing here. So I went ahead and got the floor pan here in the shower. I have this all tiled out. Is what I did is I started in this corner and I laid the tile and I put it in so it just fit perfectly. And it's just this penny tile here, so it sticks down, and there's several layers. And then around the drain here is what I did is I put one row of tile in, and then this bottom row here, and then this row right here. Hold on, I'll kind of show you here. So this row right here, when I put this in, I kind of marked where this would go and I cut it out. And as what I did is I just made it big enough to go around the drain here. And then I literally just cut like the individual pennies out that would go around the drain. And then it was pretty close. So as what I did is I took some of these penny tiles here and then I cut them in half, and then they go in and fill the area around the drain to make it look pretty seamless like it is here. So I'll show you how I cut them and what I use to cut the tiles in half with. So I moved y'all here into my kitchen. So I took a penny tile like this, and then you cut one off like that. And once you get it off, you have the glue. You just peel the glue off. Easier said than done. This glue, it's really strong actually. I'm surprised at how strong it is. But you peel that off. And then is what I've been doing is you take these, they're called tile nippers, and you literally just go to half the tile or anywhere you want to cut on these tiles really, and then any straight across line, and then you just take these, put it in like that, and then just give it a squeeze. Look at that. It breaks it in half or wherever you want to cut it. It does it pretty much perfect. There's no rough edges and it's good to go. So anywhere I had to shave down to get into the wall, which I'll take you back in the bathroom and I'll show you, that's exactly what I did. So there was like lines of tile, and we'll say this is a full piece right here. We'll say like this goes up to the wall, but this part right here, it's too wide and I need to cut it down. I literally made a mark on there, and then I just took those tile nippers and followed the mark, and then it gave me, it cut it exactly where it needed to be. So coming into here, as you can see, these had to be cut down to size. I had to do some markings and stuff. Like you'll see these back here. That's a piece, and that was actually where the drain was, and that was the cutout for it, and it ended up fitting perfectly right there. And then you'll see like around, like there's a little bit of a gap. That's fine, because when I put the wall tile on the back of here, it's gonna go down and it's gonna cover up a lot of that, and you will never see it. So, yeah, this is kind of where I'm at with this floor pan in here. I got it in, and then the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and start laying tile in here and getting this all dry fit. And the reason I want to dry fit it is because I'm going to start in the shower pan. I'm going to lay that down and get it mortared in. Then I'm going to come out here and start laying the tiles out here. And when I start laying them in here, I want them ready to go. So it's what I'll do is I'll get it all laid out, then I'll label them, stack them out here. Then I'll work from out there or back there, and then work my way out to here. So anyway, that's kind of where I'm at. Alrighty, here we go. So I got all the tile dry fit, except for that piece right there. I also had to fix one piece here because when I cut it too big. So I have to recut this because you'll see that it's gonna look like crap. But other than that, it's looking decent. One thing that I didn't notice, I marked my lines in the middle, and I got a couple small cuts. One right here, and the one right here, and then one up there in the corner. But you know what, that's okay. I'm not gonna complain about it, because overall, this looks really nice. It looks pretty good. I'm loving the look of this right here. So, next thing I'm gonna do after I get that little piece cut and this one fixed, I'm gonna take all these tiles out and I'm gonna number them, 1 through however many. And then when I go to lay them, I'll know exactly where they go. So, alrighty, that's where we are. And I'll see y'all here in a little bit. Alrighty, so it is actually the next day. I got my tables, or my tiles, all numbered and laid out, ready to go. So, next thing I gotta do is, I mixed up the mortar. It's actually setting right now. It's gotta set for 5 minutes. Then I'm gonna mix it again. And I come back in and start tiling. I'm gonna use a 1/4 inch by 1/4 trowel. And then I'm gonna trowel this in. Well, first I gotta put the drain in, and get that pretty close. And then after that, then I'll use my trowel and start troweling it out and putting in tiles. So I'm gonna set you up on the tripod. I'm gonna be right in the way, so hopefully this will pick it up, but we will see. Okay, so first thing I gotta do is, I gotta clean this out a little bit. So, okay, so I'm going to take this this here, and I'm going to put a little bit of grout on there. You're going to take your ring, set it down in to the approximate location that it was. Go. Next, we're going to take this, put some grout on the bottom. where you can. Sorry. There we go. And I'm just going to take this, set it down in. There we go. Now, I'm going to take my float here. Let me see if you guys are seeing everything. Yeah, you can see everything. So I'm going to take my float here, and I'm just going to start scooping up mud and getting it in. There's some mortar. And that is the tile it is in. This was a pain. Just, it hurts your knees, and I should have got some knee pads, but unfortunately I didn't. Yeah, when I do the floor, the rest of the floor, because we have 1,000 square feet. It's actually in the garage right now, but we have 1,000 square feet, and it's gonna go throughout everything, into the kitchen, everywhere down here, except for literally in here. And the only reason it's not going in here is because we like the design and the originality of this. But anyway, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked, kind of tired. But anyway, so like I was saying, yeah, these came down, they went in pretty good. I do have some big gaps right here and over here, but I'm thinking once I get the trim on and everything, it's gonna cover it up. I think the biggest gap is like about 1/2 inch. So even if there's a teeny gap, I think the caulk will cover it up. And then down here, I got that right there. I'm not too happy about that, but you know, you have to look really close to see it. So if you guys want to come and judge my bathroom like my wife says, then let them. But anyway, this is what she's looking like. So this is the part where I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video. Yeah, next step is going to be the grouting and then the shower and stuff like that. There's still a lot of stuff in the bathroom I got to get done. It's kind of hard to see, but here, let me turn you around. But I do have to do some painting and touching up. There's some spots that I dinged up. And then when I went to put the you can see it really good. But when I went to put the cabinet in, or the vanity, the top is too wide, so it ended up scraping right there. And then there's just a couple little things here and there that I missed. But you know what? It's okay. It's not looking too bad in here otherwise. So a little bit of filler, a little bit more paint, and we should be good to go. If you guys liked this video or learned anything from it, please let me know. If I did something wrong, drop it down in the comments. Kind of curious to see what everybody else has to say. Yeah, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.